We're here with Mantie Cole at Kids Zone in Wilberforce, and she's one of the individuals who recently returned after many, many years of life in the diaspora. So we're here to just basically find out how she got here and what it was like for her all those years. Mantie, how did you leave Sierra Leone? What were the circumstances of your departure?
I left Sierra Leone voluntarily. I wanted to go abroad because it was a big thing to do then, to go and get your studies from somewhere in the US or the UK, but mine was in the US.
Okay.
And I remember those many.
What year was that?
So I left here in '85 and I went directly to college in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
A little bitty college called Queen's College for Women. So you can imagine leaving the shores of West Africa and going to a Southern Belle type atmosphere. It was kind of challenging, but it was good experience. I spent about 5 years there, and then I moved to Washington, D.C., where I met my husband.
Okay.
And we got married and had 2 children. And then life just went on. Got my education. I was working for the federal government. Was doing quite good. And then in 2005, my husband's father had passed away, and he wanted to come back home to get stuff straightened out. And he tried to convince me for us to come for the visit. I was like, no, I'm not going back. I mean, what am I going back for? Everybody's here, because my siblings and my mom, everybody was over there. I said, I'm not coming. But he convinced me. He says, please, I just want you to do this for me. So myself, my husband, and my 2 kids, I says, okay, let's do a vacation, because we usually go to places like Bahamas anyway,
Right,
for the
other
holidays.
places
So why don't we come back home? So we came 2005, and I think it was meant to be. I just fell in love again with the country that I was born with, and I said, if I can only come back home. These were thoughts that were going through my mind, but you're just thinking it. And then one day we went to the park, because I wanted to show my children where I went to school. I went to St. Anne's, right there by the park. And you have all these ideas. You want to point stuff that you used to do, and I went there, and we crossed over into the park, and all I could see was Marketplace. I'm like, okay, what happened to the swing set that we used to play on? Many a time I used to take my lunch, don't eat, to go play at the park. It was a penny at that time, but it was a lot of money. Or if I did brownie lessons after school, save my little money, go play in the park. Play. I got caned many a time for that, coming home late. So I went back there and I tried to show them what, reminisce about my childhood. It was quite a shock. That's when it started hitting home about the effects of the war, of what had gone on. At that time, you're just thinking, because you're not present, so it doesn't really resonate.
I know you left Sierra Leone before the war, but during the war years, when stories and news of what had been going on in Sierra Leone started filtering into the media in the States, what were your initial reactions?
Well, my mom was still here at the time.
Okay.
So we panicked and we tried to get her out, and we did get her out. So we were involved in that sense.
Okay.
But honestly, we're one of the guilty ones in the sense that once we've gotten our own kin away from the war, it was okay. That was it, because it was just the immediate family.
Right.
So life moved on over there, and you heard stories, and you pass email stuff to others, but that was it. There was no other connection.
Okay.
But only when I came back and I saw the physical effects that it really hit home, and I said, wow, how lucky we were.
Right. So during the war years, you were basically disconnected from
Very disconnected.
what was going on in Sierra Leone.
Yes, very disconnected.
Did people ever ask you questions, like American people who